If you have been struggling to quit masturbation, don't skip this video. Listen, out of hundreds of messages I get every week, I'm not gonna lie, at least 85% of them complains of the same struggle. Many has told me how it ruined their life to the extent that they can't stay a day without going at least 2 to 3 times a day, which has become their daily routine. Some told me how it made them to stop having feelings for women. Now they're developing feeling for their fellow men because of masturbation. Some feels confused, lost in life. They now move about without purpose or motive. They feel empty inside because of masturbation. I know you have tried your possible best to stop, and at the end of the day, you still find yourself doing the same thing you promised yourself not to do. I fully understand because I've been there myself too. I have battled masturbation in the year 2022 to the year 2023. I felt the same way you all feel right now for 2 years. There's no day that will go by that I won't wank at least 2 times a day. I had a girl back then though, but because of this habit, it ruined my relationship with her because I stopped seeing her attractive and useful to me. It nearly made me turn gay, and that was when I knew that it was serious and I was an addict. On January 2024, which was last year, I stood my ground and said to myself, enough is enough, and I went into celibacy. And it wasn't easy though. I started forcing myself to go a day without gooning. It was hard for me because I was an addict, and at the end of the day, I would still find myself doing the same thing I promised myself not to do. But I tried my possible best and stopped doing it every day, and I shifted it to Saturday, Sunday. And from doing it to Saturday, Sunday, I pushed it to 4 times a month, and from 4 times a month to occasionally doing it, and from that I stopped masturbation. It's been 18 months now and I have never gone. I won't say that the thought hasn't crossed my mind again, but I have my own will, if only I give it my consent. And whenever those thoughts come, I shift my mind to something else, and that feeling disappears immediately. So what am I trying to say? If you are struggling for masturbation and finding it hard to quit, learn from my story. Look, there's no remedy for it, and it won't stop at once. Even if you have a girlfriend, it doesn't stop you from masturbating, and many married men are in this list. You might not see it as a big deal if it ruins the relationship you have with the girl, but my question is, what about if you're already married to that person? Masturbation will ruin your life if care is not taken. Discipline yourself and stop. I know it is not easy to stop, but listen to me. A single drop of water might look weak, but let it drop at the same spot repeatedly and it will carve through stone. This is the power of consistency. Most people stop fighting it and give in because they are not seeing results, but forgetting that consistency doesn't ask for standing ovation, rather it asks for endurance. The result of quitting masturbation comes quietly, long after you have tried countless of times. Quitting masturbation doesn't come with speed. It's the direction fighting it, even when your fighting spirit has given up. It's the strength to repeat what works until it becomes part of who you are. You owe this to yourself and nobody else. You can do this. Take my story for an example, because you can't really imagine where God, which is your true self, would have taken you right now if only you were sexual discipline. Some of you might look down on this, but if only you knew that your semen is your life force. So therefore, retain your seeds and stop wasting them, because it's killing you spiritually, mentally, and physically. Look, Rome wasn't built in a day. I am not saying that you're going to stop it at once, but consistency will.